Greetings everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a specific energy reading for the collective that I'm not excited about doing at all. I really don't know how to describe this reading, but this reading is about a fallen twin. This reading is going to be about a fallen twin. This could be your twin or somebody else's, whatever. But it's like, wherever this energy is, their life is falling apart right now. This person sold their soul to the devil. And for some of them, the devil was in the form of a whore. Like, I just heard this song called Fall Apart. And the lyrics in the song talk about this guy singing a song about how he sold his soul to the devil, how his life is falling apart, and the devil that he fell for in the song was in the form of a whore. So that could be a situation where your person or this person did the same thing. Like they fell in love with the wrong person, or they fell in love with a whore, or this whore they fell in love with was really a devil and not a real person. For some of them, that's it. They fell in love with a person that's not a real person, but the devil in disguise. So I don't know. This is about a fallen twin. So we're gonna pull some cards to see what this is, who this is for. Take it how it resonates and don't force it to fit if it's not your story. Yeah. So a twin has fallen from grace and lost their position. They are in a situation where their life is falling apart, and they're starting to understand that they are falling apart because of their life choices. For some of them, they made the wrong choices in life, and some of their choices are now starting to catch up with them. So, take it how it resonates. All right, let's pull some index before we get into some tarot. Let's see what this is. Take it how it resonates. Just gonna pull a little stack of them out. Put the rest of them to the side and go through the ones I have here and see what comes out about this fallen twin. What's the story about the fallen twin? Is the fallen twin okay? Somebody's asking, is the fallen twin okay? I don't know. For some of them, they're not okay. For some of them, they're not okay. So if you have a twin, or you're a part of a twin flame connection, and your twin, I guess, fell from grace, or whatever the case is, if you're wondering, excuse me, if you're wondering how your twin is doing, for some of them, they're not doing too well. They're losing the battle. For some of your twins, they're losing the battle. For some of these twins, they're losing the battle. They lost the battle. It's like they lost their protection. So somebody's twin here has lost their protection. So they're fighting with their devil with no protection. For some of these men, or twins, I'm sorry, they could be sleeping around with people with no protection. They could be sleeping with a bunch of whores, prostitutes, unclean people. They're not protecting themselves when they have sex. They're just sleeping around with people without protection. For some of these masculines, take it how it resonates. They're destroying themselves and everyone else. So this could be a masculine that has this, they're saying a death wish. Their life is over, so they're trying to destroy everyone else. So this person's life seems to be over, and they're trying to destroy everyone else around them because their life is over. I don't know, take it how it resonates. What's going on with this fallen twin? What's going on with this fallen twin? There's going to be more than one twin that I pick up on. It's not going to be the same twin for everyone. Like I said, some of the twins are doing bad, some of them are doing okay, but most of them are not. Some of them have just lost their way. All right, what's the message for the fallen twin? Fallen twin. Y'all gotta be shitting me. Come on, don't start this reading off like this. The first thing I see is a warlock demon is trying to mate with you. So for some of you, your twin was a warlock. Or they're dealing with the warlock. So somebody's twin is in union with the warlock demon. A whore. Whoever this person is that this twin person is involved with is a warlock demon. And so your twin is now considered a warlock demon because they mated with someone that was a demon. I just told you somebody here fell in love with a whore. Somebody who was a devil in disguise. This devil energy that they fell in love with, once they mated with each other, they became one. So whatever the person was that they mated with is now who they are too. So now the two of them are the same thing. It's like they belong together because they're the same energy, right? Somebody here is being prepared for union with an emperor energy. Somebody here is trying to steal others' energy. This is the energy harvester. So for some of you, if this was your twin that made it with the warlock demon spirit, that energy stole the essence of who your person was, and now your person has become someone else. So they're no longer considered your twin because they fell from grace. They lost that position with you. They're in union with somebody else. Take it how it resonates. An unholy union. I can't make this stuff up. I really can't. This is going to trigger you, or somebody has been triggered by you, or somebody's trying to trigger you. Take it how it resonates. For some of you, this reading may trigger you. So if you're easily triggered and you don't want to hear the truth about your twin, if this is your twin, this is the truth about this person. For some of you, this person mated with a demonic spirit. They gave a demonic spirit access to their energy. This energy stole the essence of who this person was, the innocence of this person, and turned them into a demon. So now this demonic spirit that is hosted by your twin is using your twin's vessel and body to go around and mess around with everybody. So take it how it resonates. For some of you, this is not everyone's person, but for some of you, this is the story about this person that fell from grace. They went around stealing people's energy to feed this demon that was attached to them. And now they're in an unholy union with someone that has a demonic spirit attached to them. So you and this person being in union right now would be like an unholy union between the two of you, because you have pure, innocent energy. You are a divine being. So your energy is pure. It's like gold. And if you're walking around with a bag of gold between your legs, or whatever the case may be, to this person anyway, that's how they feel, that between your legs is a bag of gold. And if they can just get back into your energy and steal that from you and turn you into a monster like them, then y'all could be together. Yeah, then y'all can be together. But it will require you to give up your essence of who you are to be with this person. And to be with them will be an unholy union between the two of you. This person wants to turn you from a divine being to a whore. They want to make you something else. They want to steal your energy. They stole your energy and turned you into something else. Somebody else. Maybe you're out here being a whore now because of this person. Maybe they transferred this energy to you and now you're acting like a whore. Somebody is. If you don't want to fall from grace, you need to stop being this way. Like, I don't know. I'm just a messenger. Somebody wasn't ready for you. Maybe you weren't ready for them. Let's get some more energy around the fallen twin. I'm hearing fallen twins. It's plural. It's not just one person. It's just twins. Fallen twins. Like the Twin Towers, when they fell together. It wasn't one tower that fell. They both fell. So both people have failed here. Return all wicked words back to the devil. And then we have the Tower here. So somebody's twin here was under the influence of something else that caused them to destroy this connection with you. And they're trying to get this connection back with you, but in order to get you back, they got to turn you into, okay, they're giving me like a vampire situation. They're giving me True Blood, the series, Sookie and Bill, right? Sookie was a light worker in a sense. She had her own, a special gift. And she was in love with Bill, who was a vampire. Bill did not want to turn Sookie into a vampire to make her a monster like him. But she wanted to be with him forever, just like with Bella and Edward. Bella was a human being, Edward was a vampire. In order for them to be together forever, he had to turn her. He didn't want to turn her because he didn't want her to be a monster like him. But eventually she was turned into a vampire because giving birth to their child killed her, basically. So to bring her back to life, they had to turn her into a vampire before she died. So somebody here is like a vampire spirit. They could have been bitten by a vampire, not literally, I guess, but just figuratively speaking, somebody was bit by a vampire, and now they're a monster. They're not your twin. It's just like the movie Sinners. I've seen it twice already. I'm going to go and see it again. The brothers in the movie are twins. One of the twins get bit by a vampire and turned into a monster. But even though he's a vampire in the movie, he's still the twin of someone else. The twin didn't get turned, but the other person did get turned. So your twin got turned into a monster for mating with this demon. So somebody's person mated with a demon, and now they're a monster. Now they're out to destroy you because they know that what you have is good energy. This person wants to bite you, or I don't fucking know. We got life partner coming in reverse. Someone is trying to reverse this spell, but it's too late. Stop getting readings on them and move on. Spirit is telling somebody here to stop getting readings on you and move on. So somebody twin is going to a reader to get somebody to reverse a spell they did, but the reader is telling this person that it's too late because you've already moved on. So they can't do any spell work on you to get you to come back because there's no more spell work that can be done on you. So this is another story for someone. For someone here, there's a twin that is doing spell work on you to get you to come back to them. But whatever spell work they used to get you in the first place has been reversed. So the spell they put on you to get you has been reversed. And so now the spell work is not working on you anymore. So this person can't use spell work to get you back. So they're going to a reader to get a reader to do a reading on you to find out if there's something they can do to reverse this spell they put on you. Or for some of you, this is a masculine that was put under a spell by someone, and they were told by a reader that someone put a spell on them. So this person's asking the reader, can the spell be reversed? The reader is telling them that whoever put the spell on them cursed them, so the spell cannot be reversed. So someone's masculine was under a spell that someone put on them that a reader told them can't be reversed because it was a curse that was put, or there's a curse on the spell as well. So the spell has a protection spell on it that can't be broken by anybody else. The only person that can break the spell is the person who put the spell on the person, if that makes sense. So they got to go back to the person who put the spell on them to get this person to break the spell on them. I don't know. The help is on the way here for this person. Somebody was triggered by their abandonment wounds. This was a fatal attraction. Somebody has a fatal attraction. Ever since you left my life hasn't been the same. All right. They thought they could keep us apart, but they can't. And now we have the Galactic Federation here involved. So for the real counterpart twin flame unions that was supposed to be together by now that were destroyed because of demonic influences. Those karmic people that destroy the union between two counterparts are being removed out of the way so those two people can come back together. Okay? So if you have a twin that was led astray by demonic influences, that person is going to get released from that energy so they can heal and move on. They're going to need help though, because this person was under heavy spell work, and whatever spell work that was put on them by whoever did it to them has been removed from their energy. So now they're kind of stuck and confused about everything. So in order for them to understand what happened to them, someone has to kind of fill them in and tell them, like, okay, so this particular masculine is someone who doesn't have spiritual knowledge of certain things. So whoever put a spell on them was able to do it because this person had no spiritual protection. They didn't believe in those things. So whoever they dealt with had a advantage over this person spiritually because they knew how to manipulate this person's energy. So they've been so heavily influenced by this energy. It's like taking away someone's drug and making them go cold turkey. And when you take someone off of a drug or a medication and they have these withdrawal symptoms, some of them are not able to survive through the withdrawal phases of those, going off those drugs. So for some of them, they go back to the drugs just to get that feeling of withdrawal to go away. So this is like a critical situation for this masculine. It's like they can either move on or stay strong and go through this process of healing. But so I'm trying to make it make sense. So this masculine can be easily triggered by somebody else, right? Whoever put the spell on them knows how to get to this person and make them come back, right? So in order for this person to get away from that person, they got to be strong enough to fight against the urges to go back to that situation again. They can't give in to that again. So they have to find the courage within themselves to be able to have the strength to walk away from it. Okay? And whoever that person is, they're going to get help in order to do it. Okay? But any dark works or dark magic that was being used to manipulate this person's energy is being returned back to the sender. Okay, somebody has a fatal attraction, an obsession here. They're obsessed with this person's energy. This could be that masculine that I told you about that's obsessed with your energy, that will do anything to get you back, even if it means acting like they're changed their ways. You can't fall for the manipulation. You got to be able to see past the illusions, right? So whatever this is, take it how it resonates. So the Galactic Federation is involved here with this situation because this is a spiritual battle. This is not a physical warfare between two people. This is spiritual war. Somebody's fighting for their lives to get away from someone here, and the person who's trying to get away is not being able to successfully do it on their own. They need somebody to come and help save them or release them from this energy. So someone's twin is getting help here from spirit to release them from this energy. So someone's twin is getting help from spirit to free them from this energy because they can't do it by themselves. They need help. Not your help though, because you can't help this person. Ace of Cups. So someone's twin is ready to fight for this connection. They're ready to do the work, it seems. They're ready to leave another situation behind for some of them and close out a cycle. So for someone's twin here, they're ready to come back into union. So someone's twin here is ready to come back into union with their divine counterpart. And they're ready to leave the past behind. Okay? They got triggered by you leaving them behind. And by you leaving them has triggered them to leave somebody else behind that may be fatally attracted to them. So someone's twin here is getting help to leave a situation behind because they decided to move on from this person. Yeah, they're no longer going to work with this person anymore. So someone's twin is getting help from spirit to leave somebody behind because they were losing the battle on their own. Yeah, this is someone's lover that's getting help from spirit to help them leave somebody behind because this person has made up their mind that they want to move on from somebody else. So for some of you, there's a masculine here that's leaving a third party behind. They're getting help from spirit to move forward from this person. They want to come into union with their divine counterpart, but in order for them to have this new beginning with you, they have to go through a spiritual awakening first. They have to be cleansed of this other energy first, like baptized in the spirit, right? So yeah, because this karmic energy put a lot of spell work on this person, and that's what blocked them from their connection with you. That's what blocked this connection with you, was this other person. They put a spell on this person to block them from you, but the spell is being reversed, and whatever is being used to block them from you is being removed from their space so they can move forward with you. Take it how it resonates. So yeah, for some of you, there's a twin flame here that is moving away from a situation to come back to a divine counterpart. This person is leaving a karmic behind to be with you. You may not want to take this person back because of what they did, but I feel like if you and this person are to be able to, if you and this person can figure out how to forgive each other for what happened in the past and move on from the past, the two of you will be able to work on your relationship and maybe even come into union with each other again. But it's going to require work on both sides. It's like you got to be willing to forgive them for whatever they did if you want to be with this person again, and they got to be able to know that you trust them, because you may not trust this person anymore because of what they did, but in order for you and this person to be together, you got to be able to trust them again. So they're going to prove to you that you can trust them again by leaving somebody behind to prove it, I guess. So to prove to you that they really love you and not this third party, they're going to leave them behind to be with you. Take it how it resonates. Somebody here who needs to set boundaries because takers never do. Some of these twins have a God complex and they be on some petty shit. So somebody's twin is on some petty shit right now and they have a God complex and they don't have any spiritual protection right now. This is a soul contract this person has. You are very powerful and very gifted. Somebody here is addicted to your sex and they just want to have sex with you. All right. They were tied to your destiny, but not anymore, in reverse. So for some of you, this person was, they're saying, deceived by the devil into thinking that someone else was their divine counterpart that was a false twin. So, like I said, this is a twins fallen angel reading. This is not just one particular storyline. Someone's twin fell for someone else because someone else put a love spell on them to make them fall in love with them. And every time the love spell wears off, this person goes back to someone to put more spell work on them. So it's like multiple spells and binding spells or rituals have been done. So somebody has been doing rituals on this person to keep them away from you. So whoever did the ritual on this person is the one that has the God complex. It's not the person that was being done this way. So somebody is with somebody who has a God complex, who formed a soul tie with this person using magic to do so. And by doing that, they illegally cut the cord between you and this person by breaking the soul contract between you and them and binding them together. So this person was bound together by someone who used spell work on them to bind them together in their physical sense. So I don't know what that means. It's like this person had some type of, I heard group sex. This was a ritual there was a sex ritual done on this person. Somebody performed a sex ritual on this person to get them bound to them and bound them to them through sex magic. So this was sex magic somebody used on this person to bind them together, okay? So somebody had used sex magic to bind this person together. All right. So some of these people have put binding spells on these masculines by using sex magic to do so. If this is a whore, they use sex magic. So this person fell in love with somebody who used sex magic on them, or put sex spells on them. I don't know what that fucking means. I don't really care enough to figure it out. But your fallen twin had been under a sex spell that was put on them by a karmic soulmate that used sex magic on them to keep them bound to each other. So in order for this person to, I guess, break the spell work on them, they got to stop sleeping with this person and having sex with them to break the spell. They have to stop having sex with this person. If you're having sex with this person, stop having sex with this person, because this person's using sex magic on you, or they use sex magic on you. For some of you, this person used sex magic on you to make you fall in love with them, and that's how they got you caught up in this situation with them. They put spell work on you to make you fall in love with them. It goes both ways, the Two of Pentacles. So somebody's twin put spell work on you to make you fall in love with them by using sex magic on you. But the sex magic spell they used on you was not broken because you stopped having sex with them, or you never had sex with them before. So if you never had sex with them before, the spell work could only work so much on you because there was no physical connection there. But spiritually, they were using spell work to keep you fantasizing about them or thinking about them or something like that. But you don't think about them like that no more. So the spell has been broken from you, so you can move on. Take it how it resonates. They tried to form a soul bond with you, or a soul contract with you, but the soul contract wasn't signed because you didn't agree to this person's, you didn't sleep with this person. So because you didn't sleep with this person, there was no soul contract between the two of you. Y'all didn't come together in the spirit, physically, okay? That's a yes card. So for some of you, you're not bound anymore to this person, and you never really were bound to this person. You thought you were bound because you thought it was your person, but physically, y'all hadn't come together in the union. So the union was never, or the marriage was never consummated. So it's like you're avoiding the vows you made to be with this person, or being, it's like you're getting an annulment. The union wasn't blessed by God. Somebody didn't have the blessings of God to get married to someone. Someone married someone without getting God's blessings first. It's like you married this person without the blessings of God, or they married somebody without God's blessings. God does not bless their union, did not bless. So God cursed their union. So this masculine got married to somebody else, or is with someone else that's not their divine counterpart. So it's like the Most High is going to curse their connection or union or marriage and not give them their blessings. So somebody's not getting the blessings of God to be with this person because it's unholy. It's an unholy union between them. So God is not going to bless that connection with him and that person because they don't deserve it. So somebody's not getting their blessings because they're in the wrong union with someone. So they're getting rejected. So somebody's twin got rejected because they committed to someone else, and the commitment they made was unholy, unrighteous, ungodly. This is ungodly energy. This is a sinner. Somebody who's very insecure. This person's very insecure. This person's insecure with themselves. So somebody here is very insecure. They have a God complex, sadly enough, but they're very insecure. They're not very secure with themselves, but they have a God complex. That sucks. To have a God complex and no insecure, and be insecure with yourself. What else? So whoever whoever you are, collective, the reason why God did not allow you and this person to come into union is because that your twin had your twin had an issue with God. It's like they didn't trust that God had. So this person doesn't. This guy feels. So if we're talking about fallen angels, right? Let's make this shit real. Okay, this is Satan we're talking about. Satan fell from grace, right? He got kicked out of heaven because he didn't want to obey God, right? So God kicked his ass out of heaven. He came here on earth. He made his own creation of people, and now he rules the realm that we live in, right? So we're in his world, right? This is his world we live in, not our own world. We're just here because we got sent here to help others, whatever. But the devil fell from grace because he didn't get his way. He wanted something he could not have. He wanted something that belonged to somebody else. It wasn't for him. So he got jealous, and he rebelled against his father, and his father kicked his ass out of heaven. And he's been crying about it ever since, is what I'm hearing. So to get back at God, the devil planted seed in the Garden of Eden, and he turned the Garden of Eden into rotten fruit. And God's children had to live in unholy conditions and serve a God that was not their own. So God is coming back for his people because he's tired of us being abused and used and manipulated, because he didn't send us here for that. He sent us here to help people. And these people don't want to be saved. They want to live this unholy matrimony. They want to live like this. So God is coming to save his people, is what I'm getting. So God saved you from this person because you and this person didn't belong together. This person was trying to destroy you, or would have destroyed you or something like that if God hadn't saved you. So God saved you from your twin because your twin was going to destroy you. So you're being protected for your own good from your fallen twin, because your twin fell from grace and gave up their position, and now they're in union with the devil, working for the devil to destroy you. But your gifts are too powerful, and they can't really do that because they don't have enough power to do so. And just like Job, the devil can't destroy you. He can only attack you, but he can't win the battle because he's already been defeated. So you still win. All right, that's what I have. Take your heart resonates. Thank you for watching. Love and light to y'all. Namaste.